Well, a grieving family wants answers after a Tennessee correctional officer was stabbed to death in February. Officer Dustin Pedigo was stabbed 8 times in the Morgan County Correctional Complex just 10 months into the job. Pedigo's family says authorities ignored warning signs and failed to enforce policies to protect their son and husband. 10 News reporter Alana Mutnick sat down with the Pedigo's family, struggling to mourn a loss they think was preventable. Alana?
Yeah, Shay, the Pedigo family describes Dustin as compassionate, driven, and committed to helping others, even those behind bars. Dustin Pedigo was pursuing his bachelor's degree in sociology at East Tennessee State University with goals to help inmates get jobs in the future, according to his widow. His family says the system he believed in ultimately failed him. Pedigo was performing a lock check when investigators say an inmate identified as Reginald Steed attacked him with a homemade weapon. Dustin Pedigo's father, Ken Pedigo, says his son shared concerns about conditions in the state prison with him countless times, one being issues with the cell locks. Officers like Pedigo checked the electronic doors because inmates had figured out ways to jimmy them open, which had been a known issue since 2013, as confirmed by Commissioner Frank Strada. Pedigo's family says countless red flags were ignored, and this could have been prevented.
Steed made a lot of threats. He has a history of violations in the Tennessee prison system. Why was all that ignored? Why didn't you do something?
Dustin Pedigo's widow says an email went out before her husband was killed, telling officers they didn't have to do lock checks after 9 p.m. She was told that information was never given to the night shift, which is why Dustin Pedigo was going about his typical rounds. The Tennessee Department of Correction is investigating and say they are unable to comment while the investigation against the inmate is ongoing. A TDOC spokesperson says the office is awaiting completion of the investigation before the case goes to a grand jury this spring. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation just started a separate investigation on the circumstances leading up to the murder of Dustin Pedigo. Pedigo's family says if called upon, they would testify before any committees to talk about the case. Shay?
All right, Alana. Thank you.